Hello, everybody. It is Matt, and it is Terrifying Tuesday, and I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when you are here. I know I'm here an awful lot, but I have an awful lot on my plate to review. And one last little tidbit of information. Check out the description box. I give you a bigger bite of every single movie of every single day. Today I gave you your brief synopsis, starring cast, director, runtime of the cut I am watching, along with a link for a very hefty article that is very interesting about today's review, and then also a link for if you decide you can help support Matt's Movie Mania and toss me a couple of bucks. Now that I got all that said and all that out of the way, let's roll on to the film of the day. And today's came out back in 2006. It's almost 20 years old now. It is an hour and 17 minutes, I believe, 18 minutes, something along those lines. It is directed by a good friend of the channel, none other than Charlie Hours. A huge fan of Charlie. I got to work with him on a film a couple years ago, and I was absolutely just in awe of Charlie. I think he's a really great guy. Now, what is this movie and what is it about? It is called The Teddy Bear Master. And what is it about? Well, it's hard to tell what exactly it's about, because it is made by teenagers that are very reckless with the camera, I should say. They're recording themselves just being kind of silly and doing a lot of different things that involve these different stuffed animals. I wouldn't call them teddy bears, but some people call them stuffed animals, teddy bears. Some call them just stuffed animals. Anywho's. But anyways, they are going along, and one of the guys ends up becoming the new teddy bear master, and he has these stuffed animals attacking people left and right. You have a magical dance number where they break out into a very poorly done breakdance move. It is chock full of offensive material, stuff you cannot say, and stuff I won't say because I don't want to get canceled or in trouble. But it's a very interesting movie. I think the backstory behind this is definitely much better than the movie itself. I know that what I've read, it just really blew my mind. That a couple of kids could get in so much trouble for making a student film for school. Granted, yes, they say words that they're not supposed to say. There's swearing in it. Granted, yeah, that's going to get you some flack, especially since it's I'm guessing they're from the ages of 15 to 17ish. I'm not 100% on that, but one of their teachers claimed that the Mr. Clevenger character in the movie is based upon him, and that he went ahead and tried to sue them for what was it? Something bodily harm or something along those lines. He tried suing them. It went all the way to Supreme Court. They as in the kids, they ended up winning and having a substantial amount of money given to them as part of the process of winning. They won $69,000 split between three ways. when you're that age, that's a small fortune. So I imagine that really helped those kids out. Um, but it's this is like probably one of the hardest reviews I've had to do because it's so hard to really talk about because there's so much like nonsense that is happening. You can tell it's just kids having fun. That's what I like about it. I don't hate it. I don't dislike it. I just don't think it's quite up to par with some of the other stuff that I've been reviewing. Um, but not every movie is going to be a home run out of the park either. So I don't, like I said, I don't dislike this movie. I feel like it could have had a lot more going on for it, especially with Charlie's talent because he is a very funny person, and I can see him writing a very good script, especially nowadays. I would like to see Charlie do a little more than just sound stuff. I know that's where his bread and butter lies, and that's where his passion is. But I think I would love to see him give one more shot behind the camera and see what he comes up with. Mostly because I feel like he's got a lot of potential. Um, but on to the three. This is not going to be a long review, by the way. On to the three things that I love my movies to meet. First is audio. The audio is very bad. I mean, like definitely this is a student film. There's parts of it where I couldn't hear what the hell they were saying. I rewound it back, re-listened. Sometimes I could understand, sometimes I still couldn't, and some of it I also chalk up to their slang that they were talking at in their area at that time. Because like I said, this is from 2006, so it's very dated as far as language goes. People don't talk like that really anymore. I mean, it's aged on that end. So I'm gonna give it a C on audio because it was pretty rough. B, dialogue. Dialogue is also very rough. Um, there's just random lines being spouted off here and there. There's really no rhyme or reason to a lot of it, to be quite honest. It was a hard watch, just because it's just so all over the place. It's almost manic feeling, It's just like just all over all over. So I'm going to give it another C on dialogue. Editing is the third thing that I like my movies to meet. It has a better job done on the editing aspect. I feel like they did a pretty good job there. Other than they should have shaved off a couple of minutes here and there. Other than that, I think it's fine on the editing. I think they did a good job for being teenagers. Now it's not up to levels of like Ben Gaudette or like even my good friend Tristan from Ireland, but it's good enough to get a good jump and a good start into film. Honestly, I think you can learn more about film working with others that have been in the field longer, get that mentorship almost going. I feel like that is much better than wasting your money going to school. I did that. I ain't making shit off of it. So, either way, I mean, it is what it is. On to my final score of 1 through 5. This thing's not going to get a 5, not going to get a 4, not going to get a 3. It's not going to get a 1, but it's going to get a 2. It could be almost a mid-range movie. Like I said, it's got got some spots where it needs shaved down in time. Some of the dialogue makes zero sense to it, which, it is what it is. And then, like I said, the problems with the audio in places. It's just a mess of a movie. But, I'm happy I got to see it. It's probably the most, how do I say, illegal movie I've ever watched in my life. Because this is one of those movies that if Charlie were to sell copies, he would go straight to prison, go to jail, do not pass go, do not collect $200. So letting me watch it for free it really made me happy to see. I'm going to get the hell out of here. This week I got 2 other reviews lined up. I got quite a few already lined up for the month. Towards the end of the month, though, I'm not 100% yet. I need to look at my schedule and see what I got going. But either way, I love all your faces. Can't wait to see you on Thursday. And peace out.